Welcome back to the channel, track and field lovers. We're here again to do another short one. But before we get into the short one, I want a favor from everybody. You know what favor is? Please like and comment and share and subscribe, because this is how the videos reach the highest of the highest. And we want views on these videos, because these content that we're dropping, talking about the things that we're talking about, should not be hidden under a rock, but these things should be published the world over. So do me that favor: like, subscribe, share and comment. Now let's get into the video. Something has been happening over the past 2 weeks that is very remarkable, right? And today we're going to talk about 4 athletes that are making history, one track meet at a time, right? The 4 athletes that I'm talking about right now is 1, Lachlan Kennedy; 2, Kalen Walker; 3, Jordan Anthony; and 4, Abdul Rasheed Saminu. Right? These 4 athletes I'm gonna talk about right now. Let's get into it. Now let's start with Lachlan Kennedy. Earlier this year, when Lachlan Kennedy ran 6.43 down there in Australia in an outdoor 60 meters, the critics say he was a fake. The critic says just give him time to show that he's not good enough. But then he went to the World Indoor Championship and grabbed the silver medal, running 6.49, becoming the first Australian man to do so, making history. In the Australian Championship last month, I see him running 10.00 in the heats of his 100 meters, and he eased up. And I was saying that it's not long from now that Lachlan Kennedy might break the 10-second barrier. 1 month forward, and Lachlan Kennedy has indeed broken the 10 seconds, becoming the second Australian man to do so. In the Kipkoino Classic in Nairobi, Kenya, he ran 9.98 seconds, right? Only 0.05 now behind the Oceania record of Patrick Johnson that he ran in 2003. Very interested. So as I watched on, I realized that come Worlds, he has a big possibility of making it to at least the semi-finals in the World Championship 100. And I would not be surprised if he break the Australian record and probably can spring a surprise and get into the 100-meter final. Who knows? But let's get into the next person on our list, Kalen Walker. Kalen Walker. When this young man left high school, right, no one was taking him to be great. As his collegiate season goes on, he's becoming great. And how great? He has run 6.51 in the 60 meters last year. This year he has raced outdoor sparingly, and he has raced the 60 meters indoor sparingly. But at the recently regional NCAA championships, the quarterfinals, he ran his 100 meter in 9.94. Legal win. Now Kalen Walker is not black, he's white. And that's significant because now 9.94 seconds is the second fastest time as a white man, falling only behind Christophe Lemaitre. And so Kalen Walker is already making greatness. Now, whether or not he can make the 100-meter finals and make it to the World Championships on Team USA this year, it's something that I cannot say right now. It will definitely be a hard task. Being a collegiate athlete, and collegiate athletes don't necessarily fare well as the season goes on based on the wear and tear on their body, right? But If he does nothing else, great. For the rest of the season, he would have making his mark and created history this year in the 100 meters. The next athlete on our list, Jordan Anthony. Jordan Anthony. He has been blazing the track, for sure. He's reaching historic speeds that we have not seen for at least 2 to 3 years now. Since Usain Bolt, the fastest time ever recorded is 9.76 seconds. But recently concluded quarterfinals of the NCAA championship, Jordan Anthony dropped at 9.75 seconds, just over the allowable win limit of 2.0. The win reading was 2.1. That's not a lot of win. So if we adjust that for win, that could work out to a 9.76, 9.77 seconds. Seems he eased up from about the 60-meter mark. Seemed like he was just cruising, just eye-stepping, easing through, and dropping such a historic time. Let me share with you in the next minute or so how significant 9.75 seconds is into a 2.1 meter wind speed. The current NCAA record is 9.82 seconds, and that record is by a familiar name, Christian Coleman. He ran that in 2017. You know what Christian Coleman did in 2017? In 2017, Christian Coleman, after the long collegiate season, turned up to the World Championship, and he got the silver medal in 100 meters behind Justin Gatlin, and he just head out Usain Bolt at the line. This was Usain Bolt's last race before his retirement. The fact that Jordan Anthony just dropped 9.75 seconds, it tells me that he has the potential to run under 9.80 seconds. That means he could break, right, the NCAA record. And with that, he stands also a strong possibility of making the US team to the World Championship. And based on how the times are situated in the world right now, if he continue to run like this, he have a possibility of winning the 100 meters at the World Championship in September. And I say as a possibility because collegiate athletes generally don't fare well in those end of year championships, like the World Championship or the Olympics, based on the amount of running that they would have done early on in the season. Abdul Rasheed Saminu, South Florida, by way of Ghana. He's from Ghana. In the quarterfinals this weekend, he also ran 9.86 seconds, win legal, a new Ghanaian record, number 1 in the world right now, because only win legal times can be seen as number 1 in the world. So Jordan Anthony 9.75 cannot be ratified as world number 1 because it's not win legal. But Saminu 9.86 is win legal. Earlier this season, he had run 9.87, same Saminu. But at that time, it was not win legal. But at the quarterfinals, he ran 9.86. That's win legal. And Ghana, is, as it is, is building a dynasty down there too. They have a lot of sprinters coming through. You have Benjamin Asomati, right, and now Saminu. So Ghana, as it is, does have a good team. So in years to come, they probably will have a nice 4x1. We could possibly see Saminu in the World Championship because he's the fastest Ghanaian sprinter in the world this year. So to me, I'm really looking forward to see what he will do this year. All right, will he continue to run like this? But if he continue to run like this, I could expect him to at least be in the semi-finals at the World Championship. Right, anything rather than that pretty much might be a disappointment. right? But let's see how it goes. So these four athletes, they are doing great things in the world. Rewriting the history books, shuffling up world rankings, breaking national records, right? Creating history. Now, I want to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. Which of these athletes you think, right, will do great things for the rest of this season, right, or in the years to come? So from this time until our next time, I'm out.